Welcome back to our channel. Today at Wholesale Supplies Plus, we're diving deep into the art of layering melt and pour soap base. Let's get started. Today, we're using our Crafter's Choice Goat Milk Melt and Pour soap base. We're going to take our soap cutter and begin chopping into cubes as this makes for an easier melting process. More on this base, our premium Goat Milk Melt and Pour soap base is opaque and white in color. It contains goat milk, obviously, which is an excellent moisturizer and natural emollient. This is the 2-pound tray, which is the perfect size for projects making 8 4-ounce bars of soap. Once we have enough soap, we're going to transfer to a microwave-safe bowl and melt in the microwave for 30-second increment. It's always funny to see the bowl before and after melting because it never seems to make sense. It looks like we have so much soap in this cup, but not really. To create even layers, it's best to divide your soap base evenly. Once your soap is fully melted, let it cool to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Here, we're going to add our Crafter's Choice Stained Glass Ocean Blue liquid color. Next, we'll add our fragrance oil. We're using Crafter's Choice Baccarat Rouge 540, which has really worked its way to the top of our bestsellers list, let me tell you. Comment below if any of you have tried this and are loving it. And then we're going to use a plastic popsicle stick to stir this all together. Make sure you stir well in order to fully incorporate both the colorant and the fragrance oil. Now, we're finally ready to pour our first layer of soap. We're using the Crafter's Choice Guest Loaf silicone mold. This mold is great because the small size is ideal for testing out new batches with colors and fragrance oils, etc. Once your layer is poured, make sure you use a cookie sheet or a cutting board to transport your soap or molds. Moving after pouring can cause ripples from accidental movement, but more importantly, don't forget to spritz your layer with alcohol twice. While we allow our first layer to harden, we'll repeat prior steps in order to create our second layer and quickly go over why alcohol is so important when layering melt and pour soap. First of all, rubbing alcohol is the secret weapon of MP soap layering. It helps the layers adhere properly and eliminates surface bubbles. Again, remember to spritz the first layer twice, once right after pouring to pop bubbles, and again before pouring the second layer to help adhesion. Forgetting to spray alcohol can result in layers separating after unmolding. If this happens, remelt the soap and try again, but don't forget the alcohol spritz next time. Okay, now for our second layer. Before pouring the next layer, we need to do 2 things. Spray the first layer with alcohol and make sure the first layer has set up enough. A quick test, you can gently blow on the surface or tap the mold to see if it has formed a thick skin. Pouring too soon can break the first layer's skin, leading to messy lines. The temperature of your second layer is crucial. If it's too hot, above 130 degrees Fahrenheit, it can melt the first layer and ruin your design. The sweet spot, 125 degrees Fahrenheit to 130 degrees Fahrenheit. A pro tip is that if you pour your second layer over a silicone spatula or the back of a spoon to help it softly transfer into the mold, you can avoid breaking the first layer. Once your soap has fully hardened, you're free to unmold. If your layers look jagged, your second soap layer was too hot, or your first layer wasn't set. Solution, always pour at 125 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit and be patient with your first layer. If the color has appeared to bleed into each other, this happens when the first layer shrinks before the second layer is poured. The solution, finish your soap within a day or 2 and pour layers at a steady pace. And lastly, slice and wrap your soap to prevent sweating. There you have it, everything you need to master melt and pour soap layering. Whether you want clean, crisp layers or creative organic designs, these techniques will take your soap making to the next level. If you found this video helpful, give a thumbs up and subscribe for more soap making tips from Wholesale Supplies Plus. Happy soaping!